everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited as 2024 is gonna come to an end and we're gonna start 2025, and I'm really excited for it. But before I end 2024, I really wanted to record this video and wanted to share 24 things that I have learned in the year 2024. I know now 24 things are a lot, but honestly there are much more things that I've learned in this year. So I've made sure that I put the best 24 out there. Some are very basic, some are something that I genuinely learned this year, and I really wanted to put this in this video so that probably you would realize or you would resonate to what I'm saying. नहीं तो आपका कुछ bulb lit up हो जाए, so that you understand what exactly we are doing wrong, and maybe this helps you in the year 2025. So it's a kind of motivational video. It has been a great year in terms of experiences and all the lessons that I've learned. So without any further ado, let's get started. So number one is I have learned to say a no. It's a very big deal for me, but I've understood the moment I started saying no to people, I could actually see the change in them. You understand what I'm saying? Every time a person asked me to do something, I was like, even if I was very frustrated or even if I really didn't wanted to do that, मैं करता था. I was like, I'll do it for you, it's fine, okay, yes. But this year, if you see first video that I loaded of the things that I want to do this year, was I really genuinely want to say no to things that affect me, and I started it. Like, I had that in mind, I started it, and the moment I started doing it, I felt so accomplished. I felt so good. My mental health was at peace. You won't believe how it is so good for yourself. I know I'm doing blah blah, but if you are someone who always want to be a people pleaser, or you want to be in the limelight, that if you say no, maybe this person is not going to give me attention, or this person is not going to look at me, or something like that, trust me, it just eats you up so much. And it is so important that if there is something that you really don't want to do, you just have to say no, and you won't believe how great you feel about yourself. It's like a reward that you're giving to yourself, and it's such a great thing that I've learned. एंड इससे बहुत सारे लोगों का बिहेवियर टुवर्ड्स मी ऑल्सो चेंज, बिकॉज आई ऑलवेज हैव बीन अ पर्सन हु सेड येस even if I really didn't feel like doing it. But the moment I said no, I could actually see the changes, and because of which I've actually left those people. I've made like a distance with those people, and I am at a very great space. The second one is, it's okay to fail. So every time I failed throughout my life, I was like, I just gave up, and I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this again. But I don't know, this year it was kind of change. I don't know, it just came from within, that every time I fail, I was like, you know what, Bernie, you have to start this all over again, because this is something that you can do, and all you have to do is just work a little more harder, give your 100%. It's okay. And every time I started again, it was like great. For example, honestly, ye video I'm shooting for the second time. I shot this before, but I don't know वो slow motion में क्यों आ गया, and the video that I shot सब ruin हो गया, and it really pissed me off. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it all over again. And वो जो process में whatever mistakes I did, I was like, okay, I'm going to reshoot this and going to make sure that I don't repeat the same mistake again. And yes, and here I am starting all over again. And I really hope this kind of inspires you. It's like बहुत छोटा सा चीज़ है, but it is something that I कैसा बोलते हैं, जब सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन होता है ना तो वो बहुत ही मैजिकल होता है. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ giving up, start all over again. And like MS Dhoni said, that what is the final result doesn't matter, the journey, the process that you have been, like the temperament you have kept, the way you have looked at things, that matters, right? And that is so so important. So yes, this is the second thing that I learned in 2024. Next is take risk. Oh my god, I am not someone who takes a lot of risk, but my boo, I mean my husband, takes a lot of risk. He takes like decisions like this. He knows exactly what he has in mind. And for me, I am not that person. But every time he gives me that little gyan, I'm like, you know what, I can also do it. It is just that I have to believe in myself and take risk. I know it is extremely risky, but you know what, if you believe in yourself and you take that risk, and even if it fails, you can start all over again, or you will definitely learn in that process. Like everything is linked, right? So I've learned to take risk. I've always been like, I have to do certain things at certain time. But this year I genuinely took a lot of risk. Some fail हो गए, some एकदम superb हो गए, but I've learned so much this year. Next is surround yourself with the right people. It is so so important to have your people. It is so important to keep people who actually motivate you instead of demotivating you, right? It is so important genuinely that mm, when you feel sad or you have a problem, instead of people coming and like saying ki, you know what, you should not be doing it, I really needed people who would say, you can do it, you will do it, you just need to put a little more mind towards it, and it is going to be worth it. I've tried very hard to meet new people, to get great friends, to get beautiful friends and family, which I have. I am extremely grateful for it. So if you have someone who honestly puts you down and you know it, it is important that you distance yourself from that person, because negativity just ruins your mental health. Negativity just makes you so so sad. It doesn't help you at all. It's like high time that you take those hard decisions of keeping people who really love you, and keep people at a distance who actually feel jealous and actually think that and want to just stop your growth only because they don't want you succeed, they don't want you to succeed in life. So make sure that you have good people, positive people around you. Next one is don't be hard on yourself. I have always been that person who puts timeline and targets, right? And it completely is exhausting. Honestly, it drains me mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm not available for people, I'm just lazing around. It is like I'm too tired throughout the day for like days and days. So it is very important that you take some time out, breathe, treat yourself, give yourself like a good break, so that you are at ease to start the next process actively, happily, and enjoy the process. If you be hard on yourself, it is really not gonna work out. And that is something that I've learned. I've really taken my meditation this year seriously. I've been on and off, but I have done it, which have really helped me. The next one is you can't please everyone. It's a myth, you guys. No matter how much you try, everybody is gonna have an opinion for you. How much ever you try and explain them and try to keep them happy, they aren't going to be happy. Everybody is gonna have their opinion. So all I've learned is to just ignore, and I don't even go to people and tell anything or share anything. That is something also that I've learned this year. If I think and if I have that if my intentions are clear, if I have that great intuition of what I'm doing is right and it is going to work out, I just do it, and I really don't go and please people. I just do it for myself, and this is something that I've learned. These are like all small changes that I've bought, and it has worked for me. And like I said, people are going to have opinions, everyone is different, but what works for them aren't going to work for me. So that is something that I have learned, and I really wanted to share this one. The next one is be kind to everyone around you, because we don't know what the front person is going through. No matter how frustrated you are, no matter how angry you are, just keep your calmness, be patient, and be kind to people around you, because we really don't know that what the person or the people around you are going through. As little as smiling when a person looks at you, just a smile can just make their day. So it is extremely important to be kind. I've always been kind, I believe, but this year I have genuinely I have put that effort that every time a person looks at me, I just smile, and everything changes, the vibe changes, and it does. So it is extremely important to be kind, क्योंकि उसके लिए कुछ नहीं लगता यार, बस बस एक स्माइल ही काफ़ी है. The next one is stay humble. Now, my dad always taught me to stay grounded, and I think I just forgot that few years back. I had this kind of pride and everything, but I don't know, this year I had this. When I did my meditation, it actually helped me, and it took me to the time when my dad actually taught me the things he did, the values that he put in me. And he just said that you always have to remember where you came from. That's very important, because he always says that if the roots aren't strong, the trees is not gonna grow high and will not be able to stand for so long. I meant without the roots, the tree will not stand tall, right? So it's extremely important to remember where you've come from, when you were born, and when you were growing up, from where you started and what you have right now. Stay grounded, stay humble, and yes, it will just make you happy, because money is extremely important. It is a necessity, but it's not everything. Money can buy you happiness, but if people are not around you, if you have that pride, if you have that ego, it is not going to take you anywhere, because at the end of the life you have to go, you are buried, or yeah, you're just gonna die. That is what I meant. So it's very important, and it is very important. I'm like fumbling, but so it just like triggers me kind of, that at the end of this life, when you go, when there is a grave, all that people is going to remember is how you made that person feel, and not how much money and fame you had, right? So it's extremely important to stay grounded and to be humble. Next one is say yes to opportunities and experiences. Now, it's been like a crazy year, but honestly, this year hasn't been great in terms of finance, but it has been great in terms of experiences. Like, we got this opportunity to do a road trip from Pune to Kanyakumari, and I was like, you know what, let's do this. And it just changed my life, it changed my perspective, it changed so much in me. I don't know how, because I've heard a lot of people saying that travel teaches you so much, but I've experienced this in about 10 to 12 days of trip of going and coming back that we did. So I think if you get opportunities and if you get experiences, don't say no to it, just give it a chance. And it is there in your, you know, chart, that you have to do it this lifetime. So every time there's an opportunity at your door, or if there's something that you have to experience, I think you should totally get into it and just say yes to it, because you never know that it could actually lead you one step near to success. So yeah, I think it has been like a great year in terms of experiences. Next up is my favorite, respect yourself. Okay, so I always used to say that, you know, इसने मुझे ये बोल दिया पर तूने मेरे लिए स्टैंड नहीं लिया, तूने, इसने तेरे सामने मेरी बुराई की, पर you did not take a stand for me. And I was like, why should anyone take stand for me? I have to take stand for myself. If I feel that this person I've done wrong, and if that person is telling me, why would my husband or my brother or my friends or family say anything? I have to say it for myself. And then if they give you a back, it's great. But if not, you have to speak up for yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, then none of them are going to, right? So it's extremely important to respect yourself. And this year, every time someone have said something for me, I haven't looked at my husband, I have given it back to them and taken a stand for me. And it just made me happy. It just made me ki wah, ek kick mil gaya, you know. I was very happy, and I'm going to continue doing it. Next one is spend time with your loved ones. Now, this is so important, because you know that family and friends are important, honestly. But why do I say this is, आजकल के social media game में, and with phones and so many distractions coming up, people have actually lost the touch, the essence of love and all of those. So I think it's so important कि आप, if you're sitting with a friend, or if you're sitting with your mother or brother or father or grandmother or grandfather, anyone, it is so important कि just leave all the distractions, just leave it and just give. If you're there with that person for 10 minutes also, make sure you are with them. Keep the distractions away, look into their eyes and speak to them, understand what they are feeling. Just go out for a coffee, and yeah, just spend quality time with them, because you are not going to regret it. You are just going to regret it if you have not given enough time to your loved ones. And time is something that never going to be paused or going to be stopped. It is just going to go, and one day when they are gone, you are going to sit back and regret कि क्यों मैंने time नहीं दिया. So it is extremely important. If those people are important to you, just give your time, and that's it. It would mean the world to them, and you are going to be very happy and grateful. The next one is give 100% in whatever you do. So important, whether it is relationship, whether it's your work, or whether it is anything, like anything, you just have to give your 100%. Do not think about what is going to be the result. You just have to get that 100% process on the table, and that's about it. Because if you do not put your 100%, you know, your subconscious mind knows कि आपने 100% नहीं दिया है, and when you lose, you are going to feel guilty. But if you have given your 100%, and if you lose, you will feel sad, but you will be like, I'll start it all over again, but you're not going to feel guilty because you've given your 100%, and now it was not in your like destiny, so it never happened to you. Maybe there'll be something great that would be coming your way. So I think whatever you do, you just have to give your 100%, and that's it. And even in relationship, if you cheat, it is gonna come back to you as karma. If you do something like dominating your partner, or anything like any bad thing where you're not contributing 100%, it is just gonna make you guilty. And when that person leaves, then you'll be like, oh shit, what did I even do? And that person is not gonna come back, right? So it also applies at your work, in the things that you do for yourself. Just give that 100% commitment, and it is just gonna work out. It At the end of the day, like I said, um, it's all about your mind, how much you put in. And if you don't put it out enough, like you don't give your 100% and you feel guilty, it is just going to eat you up. Next one is my favorite, take a social detox. Now I have been doing it this year. I've been using phone so much ki last year I was just scrolling and didn't even knew that from 1 hour to 2 hours kab ho gaya, 4 hours kab ho gaya. I was just scrolling. But this year, like consciously and consistently, I have been trying to avoid social media. All I do, if I have to put something out there, I just put it and come back. I have like half an hour where I go on social media and see if there's something that I have to work on, if I have to see some stories and all of those. And apart from that, I don't use social media or the internet so much. So yes, I do take like social detox like every quarter, or sometimes if given an opportunity, I also take it like once a month. It all depends on how much I have to work, and if I really need to be on the system. If I don't have to, I just avoid it. And it just helps your mental peace, because seeing so much information out there, seeing so much people out there doing different things, it just takes a toll, and actually it distracts me. Ki yaar, if I had a goal and if I look at something, I just get distracted very easily. So I took that thing of taking like a break from social media, and I have done it, and it has helped me so much. Next one is kind of interconnected, which is put your phone away. Now, there have been times where people have asked me out for coffee, like my friends and family, or for dinner. And when I am there, they are continuously on the phone. So even if it's like a 20 minutes conversation or an hour conversation, and if I see a person on the phone, I get really pissed off. That is how I am. If I am with someone, I make sure that I keep my phone away, because I want to give that 100% to that person, because I don't know when I'm going to meet this person again, right? But the person wants to be on the phone, wants to not be present. And yeah, so I think I took that decision that if I find that there are people who do this way and treat me the way that I don't think is right, I'm just going to distance myself from the people. So I've tried that this year, and it has worked out. Like I said at the initial of the video, that I've cut out a lot of people. I am in touch, but I don't meet, because I think it is just waste of time, and I really don't want someone to waste my time by doing something that is going to piss me off. So all I would like to say is, if you're with someone, and if that person is really important to you, then call that person and meet that person. Just make sure that you keep your phone away, because at the end of this life, the person is going to remember how you made that person feel, and not remember how much food you gave them or how money you gave them. They're not going to remember anything. They're just going to remember how you made them feel, and that is very important. So that's about it. Next one is, don't wait for the next time, because I have learned that next time kabhi nahi aayega. I actually got the hit, I think few years back, when my nana passed away. So I was actually close to him, but one birthday, I sent him like cake and flowers because I was here. So I sent him that, and I just felt like doing it. I don't know why. So I just sent him that, and the next year he was at, he was in the hospital fighting for his life. He was in the ICU, and in January he just passed away, and it just hit me so bad that um that that there is never going to be next time. If you want to do something for a person, you have to do it right away. If I wouldn't have sent those flowers and cake and wouldn't have spoken to him on the phone, I would have been guilty till now, but I'm so glad that I did. And it always happens that when we make plans, we always say that probably we'll do it next time, but we don't even know if next time that person is going to be there or no. Next time we don't know what is going to happen. I've been seeing so many stories up there who's saying that 2025 is coming, so just watch out. There's going to be great transformation and all of those, but do you even know if you're going to make it till 2025? There are so many things that happen. There are so many time that people don't even make it there. um, I don't know what is going to happen to me. I don't know what life has for me. I don't know what other people life is all about. So all I'm trying to say is just pick up the phone, make plans, go out, meet that person, whoever is important to you. Uh, keep your loved ones closer to you, and it is extremely simple, but like we all say that we are all busy, nobody is busy. It is all about priorities. If you want to do it, you're surely going to do it. If you don't want to do it, तो आप बहाने तो बनाओगे ही, right? So yeah, it's like there's never next time. It's just now or never. Next one is build strong friendship. It is like therapy for your soul. Trust me, I did not know this. I was like, गर्लफ्रेंड्स बनाना ज़रूरी है क्या? Do you really need friends in common? Do you really need boyfriends and all of those? But this year, when I was open for letting people in my life, there were a lot of people who came in and went away, but I really found a person who was like honestly a therapy for me. Every time I had a problem, I just used to go to her, and things felt extremely easy. Life felt extremely easy. She just kept me grounded. She always made sure that if I'm little hyped up, to make me normal. If I was going crazy, to like bring me to that normal state. So I'm extremely grateful for it. So it's extremely important to have great friendships, especially when you're aging. I believe you really need someone who listens to you, who don't judge you, who loves you. And yeah, I've been lucky on those terms because I've got like great people around me. And if I feel that someone is actually making my vibe a little negative, then I just ask them to leave. And yeah, I think friendship is extremely important, and strong connection is genuinely like therapy, like a soul therapy. Next one is eat right for your health. I wasn't as good when it came to food. I ate a lot of processed food, junk food, a lot of Chinese, a lot of burgers, a lot of pizza, because I thought my metabolism is great. My body, I don't gain a lot of weight quickly. So I was like, it's all good in there and all of those. But then this year I gave like a little transformation, and you won't believe that eating healthy made me feel, I mean, not eating healthy, eating the right food made me feel so happy. My mind was super active, my stomach felt super healthy, my skin felt good. I did not have major acne issues, I did not have bloating, I was very active. active throughout the day. I didn't feel lazy at all. So yes, I actually noticed a huge difference when I started consuming the right food. Next one is extremely important, which is give back to others. It is extremely important to give back to society. Whatever you have, how much ever you can, whether it can be food or money or clothes or your time, you are gonna feel so happy and joyful. It is truly gonna transform you. It is gonna help you think that you have to do a little bit more for yourself so that you can do much more for the society. Is extremely important to give back to others, because at the end of the time you are going to feel so happy and satisfied. Next one is take care of your health. What I mean is, this year I've genuinely taken care of my health by doing meditation and yoga. If you're someone who loves to hit the gym, you can also do that, but I have been loving the process of yoga and meditation, which really helps to calm my mind, because I'm a very impatient person. But this year I've become so calm and patient that I give time for so many things. I don't hyper up, I don't get angry very soon. I take time, I process things. So I think if you work on yourself, do yoga or do some exercise, you just let out all the negative energy and you feel so good. I have tried this and it has genuinely helped me, so I would recommend you all to also try it. Next one is manifest and don't complain. So I truly believe in the magic of manifestation, but in this process I also believe that you have to believe in what your vision is and not complain to when it will happen, how it will happen, and go crazy all about it and say that this doesn't work, this is bullshit, because then it is not going to work. You really need to have patience when you have a vision in your mind, or if you are manifesting, then only it is going to work out. I have manifested and just left things as simple as manifesting that I'm going to do a road trip from Pune to Kanyakumari, which I really didn't think would happen. I was like, चलो अभी manifest कर लेते हैं, हो जाएगा 2-3 साल में. But it just happened 2 months later and I was like, what? I was blown away, because neither I questioned the universe or my Lord that that ये कब होगा, कैसे होगा, how do I process it. It just came our way and we did it, and I am so grateful. So when you manifest, please do not complain. Next one is very important. Stop comparing yourself with others. I have always been that person who have genuinely been into me, but ऐसा होता है ना कभी कभी, you just lose your track and you're like, that person is doing so well for themselves, why aren't I am doing it. तो वो आता है, like बीच में आता है, थोड़ा सा एक tweak आता है, right? So you have to get back on your track and not shift to another track, because comparison just steals your peace. That is what I have realized, because then you're constantly thinking about that person and just ruins your journey, and I really didn't want to do that. I just sat down, I just analyzed, and I self realized that thing, that unka journey and my journey is very different. If I compare myself with another person, then उनमें और मेरे journey में difference क्या होगा? Do I really want to be that person? No, right? I just want to have my own thing. I want my own identity. I want everything to be my own. I want to be known as Bernie and not by कि यार ये तो इसके जैसा ही सब चीज़ें कर रही है, right? So it was very important to me to put my alignment correct, which is what I've done this year, and I would also highly recommend you all to do it. कि stop comparing yourself with others. यार क्या ही मतलब अपने लाइफ को किसी और से कंपेयर करके सोना नहीं होता है, फिर you get very frustrated, you just ruin your peace, you're overthinking, and it just ruins everything, right? So it's extremely important. I have done it. I am like on my track. I exactly know what I've done. It's like a bullseye right now कि मुझे पता है कि मुझे क्या करना है और मुझे किधर नहीं देखना. I just have to focus on myself and I'm very happy about it. The next one is practice gratitude. It is so important for the food we have, for the shelter we have, for the clothing we have, from where we started and where we are right now. It is so important to show gratitude to the Almighty, to the universe. It's so important. There are so many people out there who don't even have that one time meal, and we have like everything, and we still complain, right? So instead of complaining, I just fumble when I get a little emotional, so I'm sorry about it. But yes, I mean, there are so many people out there who just sleep on the road. It's so windy outside. It's like so cold outside, and we have like blankets at home. We can afford a warm soup. We can order it. We can have like it's a warm clothing, but they don't, right? And still we complain of not having certain things. We still complain that this person have done this to me, that person have done that to me. So it's so important to show gratitude for whatever you have in your life right now, because you there are people who don't have it, right? So just be grateful, and yeah, just show that gratitude and be humble. That's it. The next one is, and I think this is the last one, that take accountability for your decision. I have seen and I've learned from others that every time a person takes a decision and it goes haywire, or it just doesn't work in their favor, they tend to blame the other person so that they are not put in the wrong frame, which is so wrong. I completely believe that if you have taken a decision, you have to take the accountability of it. And I've learned looking at people that, yeah, whatever they are doing is so wrong. So I also learned this year, if I've taken any decision, I've just put myself out there, and by saying that I had taken this decision, it's gone wrong, but I take the accountability of it. And again, ever in life, if I fumble when I'm talking, which means I get a little emotional, when people do wrong, I get a little frustrated because I don't know why they are doing it, what is the reason. So I think sometimes you just want to blame people so that you are not put in that um, wrong frame, and it really causes so much embarrassment and so much um, not good. um, I don't know what do I say. I mean, it doesn't put a good impression of that other person. So don't do that. It's really bad and sad. Like I said, show gratitude, be humble, stay grounded, take accountability for whatever decisions you have taken. It's all right if it's not worked your way, but don't put the other person down, because it's extremely wrong, right? So just take care of that. I've learned all of these things this year. It's extremely chota thing, but it have made me the person I am. I can proudly say that I am a better version of myself. In 2023 December, I was extremely different person, and in 2024 I'm an extremely better person and I'm looking forward for 2025, to all the experiences, to all the learnings that are coming my way. And yes, I really hope you got some kind of insights or inspiration or motivation and everything. And I wish you all a very great 2025. I really hope that your 2024 have been like fabulous, and if not, it's all right. 2025 is going to be great. To all of you all watching, I'm just sending all the good and positive vibes. It is going to be a great year. Take some things out of whatever I've said, and it is just gonna work out. So with that, let's end this video, and I'm gonna meet you, oh, and I'm gonna meet you in the next one. Until then, bye bye, love.